Welcome to BreitWerks. What are you looking at? 1988 930 turbo named Zoot. So we just changed all of the speakers out in the car. We changed the mirror switch, or actually the mirror actuation switch, and put in some new shocks. So this owner is very particular about his car. So we've been watching this car now for a couple of years. It's got a couple of weeps, especially coming from the chain boxes. But what we're gonna do is just clean that up really good, and then next service we'll check it out again, because if a couple of little drips, little weeps, you know, Porsche calls that a weep, right? Because it hasn't dripped. They say that's okay. Well, yeah, as long as you got a piece of cardboard under the car, I would agree with them. But the other thing we're gonna do, besides just do a little bit of housekeeping on there, is we're gonna try and get up into this washer bottle, because the nipple has broken off of the what Porsche calls a connection piece. So doesn't sound like a big deal, right? Well, I'm hoping it's not either. So we'll see what happens there, and then we'll check back in with you. But yeah, car's looking good. Very nice car, low mileage. Its name is Zoot, and absolutely drives wonderfully. And it still has all of its emissions stuff in place, every single little bit of it. So, oh, I want to rip all that stuff out. But hey, you know what? It's all in there. It's not hurting the car. So we're gonna keep going. So who in the world would have ever thought we'd be talking about a windshield washer system? But it's all part of the car. So Porsche doesn't give you a whole lot of room here, but I think all these guys are heat shrunk onto here. So we got the bottle loose so that we got some access here, but still, I'm not exactly sure how those suckers are gonna come off without replacing the whole line. So hopefully we got just enough play, we don't have to replace the whole line. But yeah, I figured this would be just a, you know, unscrew the top, change out this piece and go. But these 35-year-old hoses have mated themselves to the, this is what Porsche calls the connection piece. So we got a brand new one. So this little guy actually has 4 lines that go to him. So the broken one in my hand, 2 on, so there's 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So luckily, we applied a little heat. We used a heat gun, and we moved fast enough that the hoses were still hot while we put the new connection piece on, so they will mold into place. Once everything cools down, we'll give them a little tug, but yes, we were able to change that out. So if you have broken nipples on your connection piece, is what they call it, just a little bit of a heat gun. We did move both bottles out of the way, but not a lot of room on those back 2 lines. And one goes on the outside, one goes on the inside. Not 100% sure it matters, because everything seems to feed from the center. But hey, with that, we're gonna call it a day on the connection piece replacement. So we'll zip tie this guy up. That's how Porsche did it. Remember, I've had a couple videos on the fancy white zip ties. We'll zip tie that guy up out of the way, and no one will ever be the wiser. And we will once again have a washer bottle that works. All right, thanks for watching. Check us out at BreitWerks.com and have a fantastic day.